Hi, welcome back to EDA Demo 2. In this demo, I'm going to show you with the IBM Event Processing application, how can we do the filtering, transform, and join those event messages. And even we can write the end result back to a new topic or even back to a MQQ. Now let's start. In the demo 1, we demonstrate how we can enable a standard MQQ into a stream queue function enabled queue. So with that, we can actually deliver the messages in a queue into a Kafka topic as an event messages. In this demo, I used two topics. One is the orders.new. Those event messages was sent from a web page when end users place orders through the web page. This is the sample of the messages that is being sent to the topic. It contains the customer name, the customer ID, the purchasing descriptions, and the price, quantities, and the regions. The other topics that I will be using is the cancellation. And in this topic, it has the event messages that captures the cancellation IDs and the original order IDs and the time for the cancel happened, and also the reason why the order has been cancelled. Now I'm going to show you how easy we can use the IBM event processing tool to process those event messages in the topics. Because the purpose of this demonstration is to show you how we can manipulate the message in the topics. So I'm not going to go into very details on how this UI works. First, we create a flow, give it a name of EP-demo, and then with this local UI, I want to connect to a topic first. I want to connect to the order.new topic. Then I leave this page as default, means I'm going to include all the properties in the event messages. Now, as you can see, it shows a green check mark. That means the connections has been built. So now the next things I want to do is I want to do a filtering. So I use the filter widget and connect them. So now let's define what do we want to filter. So I would say I want to have the orders that happen in the North America. And then I can use the assistance. So this assistance will show me all the properties that been selected from the source. I'm going to use the region and say, okay, the region likes the North America. And that's it. So now we can start to run this flow. With a little while, the result will be showing, and you can see it only contains the region equal to North America. And as you can see, when the flow runs, right, it is checking those live event messages and give you the result in a real time. So by repeating the same actions, I can build a more complicated flow. Now I'm going to show you one of the flow I built. This flow, I use both order and the cancellation topics. And then I use the filter to filtering the large and the small orders. And the key I was using is the quantity. If the quantity is larger than 5, then I treat them as a large order. If the quantity is less or equal to 5, then it is a small order. The purpose of this flow, we have an assumption. So the assumption is our shopping website will give discount to a customer who buy a large order, and the discount will happen once they reach to a certain amount. For example, if the customer buy 5 items, then starting from the 6th item, they get a discount. However, there may be some users, they will play with the rules by placing a large order first, and then they do a small order too with the discounted price, and then they will cancel the large order. And in order to capture this kind of behavior, so we create this flow. So the logic is, so we want to find out, we use the order ID, and so from the order topic, we know there are some large orders, and from the cancellation and with the timestamp, we would know if the order was cancelled within 30 minutes of the ordering. So in order to find out this type of events, we have to join the order event with the cancellation events together. So first, we find out the large orders first, and then we use the large orders to match the order IDs that is in the cancellation orders to get the orders that was placed but being cancelled within 30 minutes. So the way we do that is to join them together with this interval join. And there's 2 things we have to define in this interval join. First, we have to determine what is the key being used to match the order and the cancellation. So in the cancellation, it captures the order ID, the original order ID, but in the order events, the ID is actually the order ID. So if we can find a match between the order and the cancellation, then we can assume that this order has been cancelled. And the second condition that we have to put in is the interval. So we monitor the cancellations time and to compare with the order time. So if the cancellation happened within 30 minutes of the order time, then we note that the customer may cancel it for a specific purpose. Okay, so with this, we can collect all the orders that is large and also be canceled within 30 minutes. And this is just like a relational database. The output is a view, and we can determine what is the properties to be included in the output view. With the same logic, we do another join to see if the customer order a small amount of the same item before they cancel. And then we put the output to save to a new topic. So let's see what kind of result we get from this flow. So after a while, you start to see the orders that are being captured. So you can see, we can see the small order time, the large order time, the description, and who is the customer who did that, and when was the large order was canceled. And eventually those are being saved to a new topic. Now let me show you the topic. So I put those item entries into the topic of ES2MQ. So now, as you can see, the timestamp is 2:48 a.m. And because this topic, I also configure with the connector, and the connector will bring any event messages in these topics back to the MQ queue. So now let's go to the MQ queue to look at the messages being generated there. So now see the timestamp, right? It's 2:49. From this this queue, CP4I demo ES2 MQ queue, you can see the same message being created in this queue. Cancel time. So far, I just demonstrate how I can use the IBM event processing to access multiple event topics and then join them together to create a new event messages. And by putting them to a new topic and integrate with the IBM MQ Sync connector, I can bring them back to MQ queues for a further processing. So this is the end of this demo. Thank you.